Here on the Beaulieu River at Buckler's Hard, aboard the David Moss Gaff cutter Polly. See here on deck, solid straight laid teak deck, caulked with cotton and paid with Jeffrey's glue. Bowsprit is obviously run in while she's on a marina berth. Stainless stem head fitting, all bead blasted, so it doesn't have a shiny finish. Here's the Webster's manual windlass. Very nice bit of kit. Little details like the chocks here on deck, just to stop the stop it knocking on the deck. Bowsprit runs right in so that the heel sits here against the fife rail. Sliding fore hatch. And then the way that the stanchions have been fitted is quite interesting. See, oak stanchions through the Iroko covering board, and around here, rather than being caulked and paid, which is often seen, you've used cedar wedges which are driven in until they're up tight and then cleaned off, sawn off at deck level, and that gives a nice tight finish, secures the stanchion in the covering board and makes it completely watertight. Coming aft, the fife rail here with little belay pins for the falls. Also pin rail here on the stanchions. Stainless steel chain plates, bead blasted as before, and then little dead eyes and lanyards, very traditional. Galvanised rigging, hand spliced, and the splices are parcelled and served. Good wide side decks. Here we have little Panama eyes, nice midships one, which is very useful for coming alongside, and a saltwater deck wash here. The spray hood can be dropped down, shelters the companionway, forward end of the coach of the cockpit. And into this wonderful deep safe cockpit here. So the main sheet is double tailed, makes off either side. stainless steel horse, and little modern touches like these Dyneema soft shackles here. Stops the clattering, and just very easy to use. She's built with a little thwart in each corner here, so these lift up. Nice big lockers. And they're obviously drained as well. Same this side. And the forward ones, they've got the fuel tanks in. One tank each side, stainless steel. Same here. Got little shells underneath, slide bits in, quite useful when you're at sea. And then these lockers here with upstands, throwing in warps and whatnot. As you can see, when you're sailing under the shelter of the spray hood here, wonderful place to sit. There's the carved end of the tiller. And the quarters here, these are bead blasted stainless brackets which make up the fair leads, as you can see, but also support the tow rail. Means that any snatching on the lines isn't going to cause damage. Cable bars here for mooring lines and running lines. These are your nav instruments, autopilot control, and then other instruments here. And here's the bracket for the chart plotter. Steering compass. And the companion hatch going down below. Here we are down below on Polly. Port here is the galley. The sink, made out of Iroko. So foot pump, manual foot pump for the cold water, comes out of the bronze tap. And this is the mixer tap for the pressurised hot water, which is heated from the engine. Storage lockers below, and the tailor's paraffin stove with a warming oven, paraffin tank there, and obviously the gas torch to heat up the elements, the burners before you light it. Chart desk to starboard. You can see good sized chart desk with drawers below here. Switch panel, engine hours, bilge pump hours, and then all your electrics, batteries and systems. Garmin VHF. Engine box here with the beautiful book diesel below. Here's a hanging wet locker and an EPAB. Moving forward, got these grab rails, makes moving around the boat very easy. Into the main saloon. Drop leaf table here. Port side saloon settee berth. And here we can see lockers, shelves under the deckhead. You can see the quality of construction. Here's the beam shelf and the clamp, which extends a long way either side of the shrouds, providing a huge amount of strength. Big hanging knees, all copper riveted through, and lodging knees underneath. And here you can see the bottom of the straight laid teak deck. Here's the little Faversham stove with a lag flue going out on deck. Starboard side saloon berth. Similar setup here with shelves and lockers under the deckhead. And then here, good storage space as well. And up here is a half model of the hull, poly of Schiphol. Keel step mast, moving forward. Duck down here under the slightly lower bit to starboard. We've got a big hanging locker, storage space, and this is where the EFOY cartridges go. Into the heads compartment on the port side. There's Baby Blake sea toilet. This is the black tank. Can be accessed if you need to. Works very well, gives no trouble at all. And again, wooden hand basin with manually pumped cold and electric pressure pump for the hot water system. And there's a load of lockers in here, outboard, good storage space. Into the fore cabin, 2 single berths. Standing headroom under the fore hatch. And here on the centre line is the anchor locker. So the berths extend either side. And again, all of the inside of the hull is very accessible for good ventilation. You can see all of the structure. Nothing is hidden away. Here's the lower end of the stanchions, which go through the covering board. Bronze bolts through the hull. Again, big lodging knees and hanging knees, providing an awful lot of stiffness. And there's the inside of the stem with the bronze through bolts. Here in this cabin we've got various lockers and drawers and shelves here under the deckhead. Going back aft, ducking down under the low bit. Back into the saloon. There's excellent headroom. And back out on deck.